If you've seen my prediction video, then you'll know I predicted Brazil to win the World Cup. And let me tell you why. Brazil has only lost one game in the last 3 years. And that game was against Argentina in the Copa America final in 2021. And they lost 1-0. But as we can all agree, a final is very different. It brings a different kind of pressure. It's like a one-off game where anything is possible. Argentina is also definitely not the easiest opponent. And they in recent years have kind of been Brazil's bogey team. And the last time Argentina lost a match was 3.5 years ago. So Argentina also goes in as one of the biggest favorites. And 3.5 years ago, they lost against Brazil 2-0. But today we are focusing on Brazil and why I believe they will become the World Cup champions. I mean, we all know Brazil has been very unlucky in recent tournaments. I mean, we all remember 2014 and their thrashing against Germany. I mean, it's a picture that will stick into our minds forever. But this time, I believe things are going to be different. If we look at all the matches Brazil has played this year, we can conclude two things. They score a lot of goals and they don't concede many. And ultimately, if you score goals and you don't concede, you're winning matches. Easy maths. In the 8 matches that Brazil has played this year, they have scored 27 goals. So that's an average of 3 goals per match. In these 8 matches as well, they only conceded 3 goals. Now, some people will look at these fixtures and question the level of opponents they've been against. And that is a legitimate point. They didn't play the strongest opponents, with all respect to these particular countries, and arguably they will have to beat stronger sides in order to lift the World Cup trophy. But even though winning against big opponents could tell a lot more, we can't deny the form Brazil has been in. In the end, you can have the best team on paper, but if confidence is low and there's no form, you're not winning anything. And Brazil is confident and they have been in great form for the last 3 years. Now let's also analyze Brazil's squad. They can pick from 2 of the best goalkeepers in the world, Alisson and Ederson. In defense, they've also got a very good mix of experience and talent. Marquinhos is, in my opinion, one of the best defenders in the world, someone who is very versatile and he offers a lot going forward as well as defensively. With Thiago Silva, they don't just have a great leader, but also someone who is one of the best veteran defenders in the world and who's still performing at a very high level. Similar with Dani Alves, also a player who has experienced everything and has a lot of leadership quality. And then you've also got the talented Eder Militao and Bremer in the defense as well. In midfield, they have 2 very solid defensive midfielders, Fabinho and Casemiro. And in front of them, they have the creativity from the likes of Bruno Guimaraes, of Lucas Paqueta. And when we look at their forwards, it's clear to see why Brazil scores so many goals. They obviously have their star player Neymar, who has been in terrific form this season. He has scored 15 goals and assisted 12 times in 19 games for Paris Saint-Germain. And Vinicius Junior, one of the biggest talents in the world, also has 15 goal contributions in 20 matches for Real Madrid this year. But along these 2 star players, they can also pick from the likes of Antony, Richarlison, Gabriel Jesus, Rafinha, Martinelli. I mean, crazy attack, you know, and I believe that this World Cup is Neymar's World Cup. Neymar has been in great form leading up to this tournament. He has a point to prove that he is up there with the best in the world. If he wins this World Cup, he could probably be considered to be one of the all-time greats as well. Now, there is always a lot of pressure on Brazil to perform well, and this year will be no different as they're going in as one of the favorites to win the World Cup. Now, their main challenger is probably their bogey team, Argentina. And in the last 4 times Brazil and Argentina faced each other, Brazil only won once, Argentina won twice and they drew once. So their rivals Argentina would be the team to beat. But I think it definitely is a possibility and I believe that Brazil is going to win the World Cup. Now I expect you to 1. Click that subscribe button, but also leave a comment down below as to what you would expect Brazil to do this World Cup.